running for president that is facing 91 federal and state indictments. It is clear she doesn't know what is up and down because we sit on the Education and Labor Committee together.
I take a little bit of offense to what the hell is wrong with me. I'll tell you, there's nothing wrong with me. I took an oath.
I want you to listen to this moment because it tells you everything about Washington right now. When Lisa McClain was asked, "What the hell is wrong with you?" she didn't flinch, she didn't apologize, and she didn't bow. She did what too few people in Congress still do. She stood up and said, "There's nothing wrong with me. I swore an oath to the Constitution, and I'm keeping it." That's the real dividing line in American politics today. Not left versus right, but law versus excuses. A country without consequences is like a fence. With no posts, it looks nice until the first storm. If you believe laws still matter, hit subscribe, because moments like this are exactly why this channel exists.
Now it's for 1 minute.
Thank you, Ranking Member. It is understandable why the author of this censure doesn't know what is up and what is down, because obviously someone who wants to talk about crime supports a former president currently running for president that is facing 91 federal and state indictments. It is clear she doesn't know what is up and down because we sit on the Education and Labor Committee together talking about how she wants to help our kids, but all she wants to do is criminalize their ability to exist as individuals. It makes sense that she doesn't know what is up and down because she keeps talking about accountability and she doesn't understand that criminal charges are accountability. Pleading guilty is taking accountability. That is what the gentleman has done. The only reason we are here is because she wants more time on camera. It is to make sure there is an ability to send a fundraiser asking for money. This censure is not necessary because this gentleman has already been held accountable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And to use that logic, well, then all those people should have just said sorry and we'd move on, right? But no, we don't do that. And let me tell you, I take a little bit of offense to what the hell is wrong with me. I'll tell you, there's nothing wrong with me. I took an oath to defend the Constitution, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Again, I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm going to hold the Constitution, and it's very simple. We really shouldn't even have this debate. If you break the law and you follow due process, there are consequences to your actions, even if you say sorry. So we can try all of the diversion tactics that we would like. It doesn't change the fact that someone broke the law and that someone should be held accountable. It is disappointing, Mr. Speaker, that their own party can't hold them accountable, that they have such hypocrisy. So with that, I yield 2 minutes to my friend from New York, Nicole Meliatakis.
Gentlelady is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you.
When I watched this exchange, what struck me immediately wasn't anger, it was clarity. Lisa McClain didn't rant, she didn't posture, and she didn't dance around the issue. She went straight to the core of the problem in Congress. Accountability has become optional depending on who you are and what letter is next to your name. The phrase, "What the hell is wrong with you?" was meant to shame her. It was meant to pressure her into backing down, into softening her position, into playing the Washington apology game where everyone says sorry and nothing actually changes. And McClain's response was simple and devastating. She said, "There's nothing wrong with me. I took an oath to defend the Constitution, and I'm doing exactly that." That line matters. An oath isn't a slogan. It's not a hashtag. It's a promise with weight behind it. And for a lot of people in Congress, that promise only seems to apply when it's politically convenient. McClain reminded everyone that the Constitution doesn't care about your feelings, your intentions, or your excuses. She made another point that really exposed the double standard. She said, even if you say sorry, even if you try to move on, if you break the law and go through due process, there are consequences. That's not radical. That's kindergarten level civics. But somehow, in modern politics, stating that obvious truth is treated like an act of aggression. What the other side wants is diversion. Change the subject. Question motives. Question tone. Question personality. Anything except the actual issue. Did the law get broken, and should there be consequences? McClain refused to take the bait. She brought it right back to accountability every single time. And then she said the quiet part out loud. She called out the hypocrisy of a party that can't hold its own members accountable. That's the real rot in Washington. It's not disagreement. America is built on disagreement. It's the idea that rules only apply to the other team. That's how institutions collapse from the inside. There's an old proverb that says, when the law becomes a suggestion, power becomes the rule. And that's exactly what we're watching. McClain wasn't just defending herself. She was defending the concept that laws still mean something, that apologies don't erase actions, and that public office doesn't come with immunity. What I respect most is that she didn't ask to be liked. She didn't ask for applause. She didn't try to smooth it over. She said, I'm not apologizing for defending the Constitution. In a town addicted to moral flexibility, that kind of firmness feels almost revolutionary. If you want a Congress that actually functions, you need more people willing to be disliked for doing the right thing. Accountability isn't cruelty, it's the foundation of trust. And without it, the whole system becomes theater. If you agree that oaths should still matter and laws shouldn't depend on party labels, make sure you're subscribed. I cover these moments because they show who's serious and who's just playing a role.